All right, now we could start. What's basically happening, guys, is welcome to episode 23 of IMU Dynasty. Um, Today's two matches. I just hit the wrong one. the the two matches we have for today are Buffalo and Toledo. Buffalo right now looks like a terrible team compared to when we played them last year. And Toledo is looking like potentially the best team in the MAC. Um, them and Ohio, Miami of Ohio once again. So, well, they're always going to look like the best until something else happens. So, until that happens, with that being said, I'm actually going to log in on my phone as well because I did want to set up some of the other things, but unfortunately I forgot to, and that's my bad. There are a few things I want to change, so. I know, getting up on the streamer. Guess what? I am the one who streams, I guess. I don't know. I don't do it well. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Make the giant wheel. What giant wheel? Oh, I said I was gonna. No, wait, no. I don't. What giant wheel? What giant wheel? Wait, what am I missing? Crap, now I gotta look back at everything. Ugh. You hit. If any of you hit, you'll crash out. Well, Probably getting first is. Getting next season. When will I get a player? There's a long line. When is he going live? A new viewer clipped. Yeah, a bunch of clips. Some made chocolate. Oh, you mean the wheel for players? Oh yeah, we ran out of spots already. Yeah. Um. The good news, we got guys for next year. For next year, so we try to do that like when the players come in so that I don't forget anybody, and therefore it's like, hey, the more you show up to these streams, the higher chance that you have of getting the players, because there are going to be some people who are trying to time it out and they might get the timing wrong because we might have an extra game or two. So okay, counterpoint to that, I will forget where the piece of paper is, or I'll put it up by my TV, it'll float down, it'll go under the dresser, and by the way, that's what happened to the last name chart I had. And guess what? We now have everybody as a player. And as for the notes page, how do you think it says 3 viewers right now? I'm 2 of them, technically. So if I leave, it's gonna, count against it. That being said, I guess I trust you guys. What positions do we exactly have? We got. Damn, we really don't have a lot. We're not putting anybody at tackle or center. So Anthony Wagner's gonna be up for grabs. That's gonna be actually very interesting. I'm actually very scared of that one. Let me try to find the wheel now. Ah, there it is. Perfect. The wheel. Not now. I'm cool. Where is positions? There it is. All right, so we have, what is that, right end? All right. So we're bringing in a right end that we need. Defensive tackle, which we need, which apparently is another one that I don't have on this wheel. Like, what the heck? DT, there we go. Save, go back. So those two. Do we have anybody else really being added? Free safety and strong safety, that's it. So we got the 2 different safeties. And where's free safety? There it is. No kicker, no punter? No kicker, no punter. All right, so we got like 4 spots. 2 free safety, 2 strong safety, 1 defensive end, and 1 defensive tackle. So that should be a little easier to remember. So let's actually spin this wheel first, and then we'll get it going. Did you play with B-Dubs and Dan? Yeah, you did. You were a freshman, yeah. I think you were just exiting their freshman year, but don't tell me someone snoozed ads already, because that's not cool. Unless I only get 1. All right, let's see. First person I can see here. Remember, guys, we got 1, 2, three, four, five, six guys to add. So if you are not added, please do try to stay. Who's going to be the first chocolate name to type? Whoever it is gets their thing first. Oh, well, that was easy. Good job, Bubbles. Good job, Bubbles. Oh, jeez. So now I gotta go over. See, now we're down to one viewer now that I stopped watching on two devices. So, IMU. Red shirts. And not even red shirts, but I'm just gonna name it. So defensive tackle is going to be Bubbles example. Bubbles example. You don't get a number. I am very sorry about that. If you have a complaint about it, I have a trash can somewhere in my room that I will gladly put your complaint in. The next person that I've seen since February. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we know. Don't. Oh, pre-roll ads. Okay. It's X sample. So, yeah, you know. Don't worry about that. Honda City, however, is getting one of the strong safeties. So we got strong safety, we got another strong safety, we got a free safety, we get another free safety, and then we have a right end, of course. So first strong safety will be Honda City. That's going to be the official name for you, dude. Let's see. Get off of that. Next person, yeah, I'm paying attention to whoever talks, and I'm happy to see people here. Although Vonda, I cannot accept you because you are not following. Yan, I can accept you since you are following, and you are our second free safety, so I gotta take that off the board now. So now it's a 50-50. This has been a rule since the very beginning with, you know, everything. So next person up, let's see. We're going down the list of names. Mice, you will not be picked. Lavrenko, you will not be picked. Oh, wait, Yan, all right, got it. Charlotte Yan, however, has also been following. Although, almost a month now, so that's kind of cool. But let's see which position Charlotte Yan will be playing in. We already have one Yan in strong safety, and it looks like we're going to get the other in free safety unless it stops spinning. Nope, that is a family of safeties right there. That is going to be... Charlotte Yan. Just means I get to spin this wheel one more time. Let's see, Goro. You've been following for a very short amount of time. And you will be the other free safety. We're running off the honor system here. If you think that he's got a player, please do not bring it up. Please just talk to him himself. And do we have our right end here? We do not. Ooh, all right. So, remember, guys, to get a player, you have to be following. With that being said, this little section of trying to figure out who all the red shirts are coming in is over. So, unfortunately, if you were picked, congratulations. If you were not picked, please do not just never come back. Please do come back every once in a while. Because, hey, you never know when you're going to get picked. With that being said, though, I kind of gave out the names. Followers. Yeah, basically the 7 people who are actively following who said me. So, I think we actually got to everybody who wanted a person who was following already. With that being said, Iron Mountain versus Buffalo. Our defense is ready. Our defense has been king of the jungle ever since, king of the MAC this year so far. I mean, and we're looking at potential records this whole time. With that being said, wow, all right, that's how you get followers, I guess. As that gets us up to 180. Purple. I gotta change that to blue, but either way, it's Iron Mountain University versus Buffalo University. Let's see what we got, actually, because I do want to put something in for you guys, because I do promise this. Will IMU get their revenge? Yes. No. All right, there you go. 5 minutes to put in your bets, everybody. 5 minutes. Gosh darn it, Alpine. Which one is that one? The plank? It's the plank, huh? You should have saved those points, you know? I would have at least edited things. Let's just get this over and done with. Which one is that? The 45-second? I forget. I forget which one that is, I'm gonna be honest. 45, right? Let me just confirm that one and that one. Let's call our play, then call that, then go here, then go here, then go there, then go here, because I gotta do it. See, this is when having the cam would be hilarious, because you guys get to actually watch me do it. Alright, so game plan for today. The game plan is to score more points than Buffalo, alright? And I think that's a really difficult game plan for us, so it's either going to be that or to hold Buffalo to less points than us. That one seems a bit more doable because we have a better defense than an offense. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this be a close game, especially with emotions running high. I do expect to be penalized quite a bit for roughing the passer because we don't like these guys at all right now. We got 15 seconds, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, so we're going to see this one, though. But we got 12-minute quarters, playing on Heisman the whole time. Guys, try to do this stuff when, you know, I don't have a game going, and that's going to be it. All right. I really hope you guys can hear that, but try to redeem those, you know, when we're not in a game, so it doesn't get interrupted, or the game doesn't get interrupted. Oof. All right, nice hit, and our defense lets up a pretty decent gain as they're going hurry up. So this defense was picked specifically to stop the hurry up, or at least delay it by quite a bit. As B.J. Levine gets a tackle after allowing only 1 yard on the whole play, forcing me into more fatigue. You know what? That's fine. One day I'll find out how to play while doing the plank, and then you'll be sorry. And then you'll be sorry, because then I'll be way too powerful for you guys. Alright, third down now. 3rd and 9, to be more specific. And I did not switch because I did not trust myself with that tackle. Great tackle there by the corner, keeping him short. 6-yard pickup. 4th and 3. Now we get to return it, hopefully, for a nice little gain here. Oh, okay. Minion got buried at the 15. Now we get to trot out our offense. And when your offensive lineman is the highlight, you know you do not have a good offense. Thank you for following, Hater. Oh, boy. Of course, first play of the game has to be this. I mean, you know, we're doing it. We might as well, right? Little juke there from Steve Cherry. First down pickup. That's going to be, what is that, a 19-yard pickup. Danny Cornelius, 1,179 pass yards and 7 touchdowns, doing a lot better than the quarterback across the field from him. Hadar, my bad. I can't talk. I thought we established this last stream. No, I'm kidding. As looks like the highlighted player, Matt Hazelwood, unable to block really well, bringing up a 2nd and 9. So looks like our run game might be a little flat today, which we did see last time we played them, and that really hurt us because we had no pass game. This time, though, it looks like we're coming in the exact opposite of last team. And who knows? Panflo, I hope. Wait. You want pancakes? You mean you want to beat the offensive lineman, right? Like, you get the exact opposite of pancakes, right? You get sacks. Right, Panflo? Okay, I'm really hoping that's what he meant. Because if not, we're going to have a small little problem there as Chino can only get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. 3rd and 13. Yeah, I mean, can you blame me, guys? And it's off Nickerton's hands as we're going to have to punt it away. So first drive for both teams. We look like the Cleveland Browns. Playing the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're down at the 17. Oh, yeah, you want to pancake the offensive line. Okay, that makes sense. You could bull rush him. You got him. What was that, about 25? Oh, that was my thing on the Discord. My bot that was speaking French for a while. I don't know French, and nor do I plan on learning it, but he was speaking it. 2nd and 9 now. No, let's see what we got, boys. Come on. Oh, no. No. Hit him. We pushed him out of bounds, but that's about it. His 2nd catch of the day. All right, well, we know exactly what happens when we start failing. All right, got him down after a gain of 1. We're happy with that. We're actually going to go exact same play, too. Oh, and they're going to get through, but 3rd and inches. Bills losing to Texas. We're not going to talk about that, only because Josh Allen got hurt. Oh my god, dude, I wasn't paying attention. Screw you. Yep. Perfect. All right, 4-yard pickup there. Not too much happening. Did they officially call it a turf burn? And you're also talking to an AT, so yes, turf burn is getting hurt because we have to patch it up still. So if we have to patch him up, he's hurt. If he's going to be out for time, it's an injury. Oh, no. Number 4, Kashawn, what are we doing? Touchdown way over his head. They're going to be reviewing it now. I guess, I don't know. I guess they're saying he might have stepped out a little early, but no, he kicked the pylon. As that's going to lead to the first score of the game, 6-0. Well, 7-0 if they kick this one through, and we hit the... Personal foul. I hate when the controller is perfectly vertical, and the guy still decides, let me run into the kicker for the penalty. Good news, though, that they're kicking it off from the 50, so we might as well just accept our fate, and, just let him kick it. Yeah, Malik Horton trying to be like his brother with the speed, but instead he just ends up running into a guy as he flops on the ground. And, oh, good blocks there. Cherry unable to get the spin off. 4-yard pickup. We got to see if our run game can actually pick up today, because if it can't, we got problems. Because, once again, another year and another time of our run game being the most important. As that's a 9-yard pickup. Nice little hope starter there for the offense. And our Hazelwood just getting beat off the line every time, man. It's embarrassing at this point, dude. And you're supposed to be one of our better players. I don't care how good they are and how bad you are at the block. But we cannot allow that either, as they get into the back, as they get through their men. Getting the 1-yard sack. Danny Cornelius looked like he tried to run that one. And that one's at the feet of everybody. No one could catch. That is a current rule, yes. And the punt is away. As Kashan does get the hit, but it looks like it was canceled out by the next guy up. And it's almost picked off, but instead it's just knocked to the ground by George Kumaro. Kumaro had an easy pick there, but instead knocked it to the ground, slowing down, trying to make himself look good. As that's going to be a sack there. 3rd and 2 now for Buffalo. And IMU looks like they're swarming to the ball there. 4-yard loss. And that gives Alpine Nate the credit for the tackle there. As the ball is away, Mignano, though, unable to bring it any further. That's going to be at the 38, so a much better field position. Much better starting field position than last drive. Or than our first drive, really. Chino with a 9-yard run this time. So one of the few times that the draw actually works. It works well. As Lambo is able to pick up the first down on that little pass there. We are 4 for 6 today. As many incompletions as them. So it's actually not been a very bad day for him. As Honda Sievic gets 5 yards on that one. Longest run being 5 yards. He lost a yard on his last run. Oh my god. No one's blocking. 3rd and 4 now. Yikes. As Sievic has to catch it, but loses yards at the end of the day. Terrible job by the offensive line blocking once again. This punt's away, and it's going to be out at the 1 if Kashan can't get there. And, yeah, he can't get there, so it's going to be a touchback. Why are we trusting Kashan right now? He got beat deep when he had a deep route. And then he proceeded to do basically nothing the rest of the game. So, with Kumaro actually looking pretty good today. And that's a fumble. Can the defense pick it up? I don't think they did. No, they did not. But Matthias Franco with the forced fumble. Let's see. I don't know what they're looking at here, but I have no idea. I guess they're looking to see if he did fumble the ball, but it wouldn't have mattered either way. 3rd and 6 now. As that's going to be a 2-yard pickup, but nothing. As this looks like a Cleveland Browns game, as the end score of the first quarter is 7-0. Punts going both directions constantly. Not a fun game to watch. Definitely not a fun game to play. Not a fun game to watch at all. Although we're going to try at least. And that's going to be caught at the 45. So now we get to run a little offense here. Hopefully get some yards. Maybe a big player 3. Because that would actually be helpful as that's knocked down right away. Why are we blocking guys who are blitzing? We know to let those guys through so we could just throw it over them. And then there's nobody there for the pass. Like, I mean, this team actually sucks at having any football IQ. 2 incompletions in a row to start this drive off. I mean, I thought we would be able to move the ball a little, but no. As Sievik gets 1 yard short. Ugh. You know what? Why not? Why not? Let's just see what happens. And they switch guys. Steve Cherry with a first down pickup there. I mean, hey, I'll take it. We needed it, and the tell there was Cherry's man actually coming in on a blitz, so that's the reason why we passed it there, is that's going to be a 2-yard pickup there by Chino. Just showing me why we continue to do this. As I forget exactly how to run one of these, so Cornelius takes it up the middle. And I hit slide, but he did not, and that's going to bring up a first down after an 11-yard run. There's your little run that you wanted. Oh, as Chino gets bolted after a 6-yard pickup. Not bad. We like to see the pickups at least, you know? Yard gains are pretty nice. As Chino stiff arms a man as he gets running up for the first down. Our offense is very young, very inexperienced, but so far very poor. As Chino gets a nice little run there, showing me out, I guess. 6-yard pickup. As yes, that did show our fullback Chang with the most touchdowns, with the most rush touchdowns so far on the year for college football. With, I believe that was 8. That being said, not all short yardage situations will go to him. As here's a little halfback dive here. As Chino just walks it in for the touchdown. Easy fullback dive there. Instead, we just hand it off to the running back. And that's going to count him to, and that's going to give him his first touchdown of the week, tying the game up after the extra point. A 4-minute drive even. Well, 4:03 if you count the kickoff or the punt. But we don't count punts, so haha. As big hit there brings him down to 21. And that's going to be a 5-yard pickup. However, he was taken down as soon as he caught the ball. I don't trust us at all on that left side, so let's kind of just play that one by ear, you know. As that one's knocked down by Alpine. Nice pass breakup there. And Ellis takes him down after the first tackle is completely missed. Bring up a huge first down completion. 7-all currently. This defense really needing a kickstart, whether it's from the defensive line or just somewhere. They need something, as that's going to be a 6-yard pickup. They are really running away with the quick ball here. Not helping out. And that's going to be caught because God forbid we actually hit the ball out, right? Because then it'd be a fair game. Holy shit. As that's a huge, big time sack. Ball gets knocked away, picked up. Who got the tackle and who got the ball? I have no idea. I think BJ Levine fell on the ball and Dalton Cheeseman forced the fumble. Let's see that again here. What a shot, too. We see the running back going out, so we just run right after him. And you can tell he wants this somewhere else. He probably has his man over the middle, but the blitz kind of surprises him. He rolls out. He just gets hit hard. Ball comes out. He doesn't even go on the ground, so Dalton Cheeseman. Great job on the tackle. Is BJ Levine comes in. I can't get... There it is. BJ Levine plants his face on the turf. As we can see, like, he just punched that ball out. As that's going to bring up a new set of downs for Iron Mountain this time. As I believe we also received the ball in the second half, so maybe a sign of IMU's revenge coming up. You saw Franco, right? Franco was there, like, closer to the ball, but unfortunately he did not pick it up. So he does not get the credit. Yeah, we just couldn't get room to run there. It's going to be a loss of a yard. That's just all too common of a sight at this point. All right, 3rd and 7 now. Are our receivers ready? Yes, they are. Nice block there. Steve Cherry spinning to allow that block to happen. That's going to be a huge first down pickup. We're just trying to throw the short ones, up our accuracy a bit more, you know. And that's going to be a 1-yard pickup there. Probably our better bet, as both men went out for the pass. Expecting the pass, at least. And the draw does not work. He gets stuffed at the line. Nobody helping out there. And that's going to be picked off because who's ever heard of running away from their defender? Obviously not Iron Mountain. As that's going to be brought back to the 19. Damn. The defense finally gets a big play. Finally gets a turnover. And the offense gives it right back. I don't know what they're doing, but it's obviously not playing football because if they were, we would at least see a little bit of heart from this offense. As that is how you're supposed to run away from a defender. Obviously, our team needs a few pointers on that. As they pick up the easy deep first down completion. All I ask is that they play, like, half-decent defense sometime the whole game. I just need that. And I also need our offense to not fuck over. It seems like they had a party the day before. Only explanation to why they aren't playing. Although I'm surprised they would have partied the day before because this was the one game we had circled on our schedule as a must-win game. We knew Buffalo had to take back their loss from last year. As we finally get back there, but instead he's hit from behind, pushing him forward 2 yards. Why are we tackling him there, dude? We have him. Just stop. Come on, man. That's embarrassing. As that's a block in the back against the offensive player blocking Ellis, but no calls are made. Once again, Buffalo is getting helped out by the refs. I mean, it's a constant fight, IMU versus refs, every week. And if you're tired of hearing me talk about it, then how about you send a letter to the league? telling them, hey, we don't want the refs to... We want IMU to pick the refs at this point because, come on. Oh, heck no. We get the 1-yard loss tackle. Alpine Nate in the backfield for it. As it looks like this will bring up the 2-minute warning. If they don't call it here. They do not. And hopefully, a 3rd and 13 does not mean an automatic first down with this defense. Or 3rd and 12, whatever it is. As no instead means that they get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. As we cannot even get close to it as the field goal is good. They go up 10-7 with less than 2 minutes remaining. We just got to work our way down the field and kick it through. As Lambo takes the knee. I don't know what that catch was, but it wasn't a good one, I can tell you that much. And we're getting pushed off the line, but all right, sweet. Yeah, don't even try to get away from your guy, as that's going to be another loss of yardage. 3-yard loss. Only throw we could have made there. Didn't trust the receiver against the back because of earlier plays. And he's down in bounds, so we're going to have to hurry up here. We're going to have to force it deep a few times here. As Minion gets it downfield, that's going to be Iron Mountain's second timeout after a huge first down pickup. We definitely feel a lot more stress playing Buffalo more than any other team probably this year. But for good reason. As Lambo picks up a good chunk of yards, he seems to be the hero of the drive this time. As we're hurrying up, there's 40 seconds on the clock just as everyone gets set. As Cornelius runs it himself. Touchdown run for Cornelius. Danny Cornelius, the freshman from Georgia, puts it in the end zone with 32 seconds left. I don't know if that's enough time for them, as that was a 42-second drive to go all the way down the field. And yeah, he is playing a lot like Josh Allen, except this time he's trying to be the better Josh Allen as he runs it in. No wide receivers open. He didn't trust his wide receivers near the end zone, which obviously was proven a obviously his mistrust stems from the interception that was allowed on the previous drive. This time they're looking at hopefully silencing anything that can come from this Buffalo team, as the first pass is an incompletion. Iron Mountain 14 points, Buffalo 10 points. 25 seconds left in the first half. It looks like they're going to try to throw it, as that's going to be a huge sack by none other than Brian Below, the junior out of Illinois. As that's going to bring up halftime. Buffalo not willing to burn any of their timeouts on this drive. As let's go to the halftime update here. 14-10 your score, and we have seen a very back and forth game. Iron Mountain is very slow out of the gate. Buffalo, same thing there. But Iron Mountain is winning the time of possession battle, and the score tells it. Obviously not the yardage battle, however, as this was a big time run by Danny Cornelius, making sure the entire side of the field is wide open before he runs, and he is fast enough to do that. And of course, Kashan must get better at playing the deep ball. We've seen corners get beat all last year like that. We're seeing him get beat this year now. And we're also seeing some heroics from Minion, probably hoping that he gets some more starting time. As the kick is underway to start off the second half here. Minion finds a hole but is unable to run through it. As that's going to lead, as that's going to be, that return's going to take him to the 29. And that's, oof, that's going to be a rough run, as that's only going to be a 1-yard pickup. Yikes. As Steve Cherry gets the little dump off on the RPO there once again. Picks up a huge first down game. It looks like we're kind of lulling them to sleep on the on the run pass options. They're starting to defend the wrong guys and everything, and it's working out just perfectly. Hits off the defender's head, however. That's going to be incomplete. He tried to make something out of nothing. Tried to make chicken salad out of chicken poop. For lack of me not wanting to lose any sort of paycheck, as they do pick up the first down there. Leonard McAfee with the catch there. 10-yard pickup. That's gonna help out not only his stats, but the rest of the team. As the throw's behind, and it's almost picked off. That would have been pick number 2 on the day there for Cornelius. Not a good look at all. Oh, no, they're playing man. Yep. All right. The screen did not work. Doesn't help that the wide receiver didn't actually go, but, you know, that's a burn the bridge when we get to it kind of situation. And no one's blocking. Man comes through untouched. Forces the pass out. That's going to lead to 4th and 10. We're just going to punt it. And please be out way sooner than that looks. It is coffined. Where did that end up? Oh, you know we're changing up the play here. Come on. Plug up the holes, boys. Plug up the holes. We know they're running it. They know they're running it. Everybody knows they're running it. But apparently we can't stop it, as that's going to be a 7-yard pickup either way. God damn. You know, you'd think that your team would, you know, just rush because they know that it's going to be a run, but instead they don't. And this time it's only going to be a 1-yard pickup. 3rd and 2 now. We could potentially see a pass, you know. They're just far enough back to where I would trust it if I was an offensive coordinator. And what is Armand, not Armand, but what is Ellis doing there, running away from the wide open man? I get it, your zone was outside, but someone else was covering it at the moment, so that's going to be Matthias Franco, I believe, on the tackle there after the 1-yard pickup. Trying to restrict this team from getting too much. Dude, look, when we have multiple play, I'm going to be doing the same thing with the Yans, calling them Florent. You know this, all right? It's not clip farming. It's an honest mistake that I make, like, every episode. I do it, like, almost every episode, I think. As that tackle's going to be made after a 7-yard pickup there, 3rd and 2. As we see Ellis dancing around in the linebacking spot there. We know, yep, it's a pitch. And everyone was sold on the quarterback even after he's on the ground. For some reason, we think it's a smart idea to chase the guy without the ball. Unbelievable, no wonder. And I overrun him, and we rock the quarterback just short of the first down markers. But that's still on first fucking down. 2nd and inches. Hope you guys are enjoying the episode so far. There's your disclaimer. And fumble. There we go. That's what our team needed. It's kicked all the way back. Who's going to get back there for it? Is that... Wait, who is that? Is that Brian freaking Below? No, that's Dorius Ellis actually forced the fumble. So hopefully... I guess my yelling actually got to a player. We're going to have to see that again. Wait, what happened here? So, first tackle was missed. There's Ellis coming in on your right side there. He just punches it out. You can see first wrap-up happens, right? By Hermano. Sets up the wrap-up by Dorius, who punches it out. Ball is out. Gets kicked around a little bit. And then who hits it here? it looks like the linebacker trips, kicking the ball all the way downfield. And that's when the defender, Brian Below, picks it up with one hand and just runs it into the end zone for the touchdown. What a spectacular athlete he is shown to be. Scoop and score for Byron Below. I learned that it's Byron Below, by the way, after looking at it for a while, which annoyed me. But that's exactly what the defense ordered. And exactly what they needed, especially if whenever they turn it over, the offense will turn it right back over. So hopefully that gives the offense a little bit of breathing room to, actually play well. But this defense, obviously the highlight of the team, and they're showing why they're the way they are. As a huge hit there by Hermino. I'm going to say it wrong every time. And you can do nothing about it. Oh, no. Alright, that makes sense. As they pick up the first down. Of course they do. Hermino? Is it Hermino? If it's Hermino, then that's how I'll say it from now on. But if it's anything more complicated, I'm not. As getting to the backfield is B.J. Levine. The TFL, not a sack, unfortunately, but a TFL nonetheless. Huge TFL for this defense. Nice Italian accent. I mean, I hope I have some sort of an Italian accent. I mean, I'm a little Italian, but, doesn't really show most of the time unless you talk to me in person. 3rd and 11 now. Let's see what the plan for Buffalo is. It's just to throw it out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th and 11. Did I say 4th and 11 earlier? I probably did. I know. Yeah, you guys told me that. That's going to be a... That's going to be a little squib punt there, pretty much, as that's going to be down to the 36. There's a little squib punt. I have no idea what that was. I mean, I guess it stops us, really, from doing that way too wide, but Steve Cherry still picks up 4 from it, so... Ups our percentage, ups the yardage a little bit. Doesn't need to do too much. Pass play is successful if it goes over 4 yards, in my mind. As that run gets 2. Last week, Chino had over 100 yards on 17 attempts. However, no touchdown to speak of this week. He's got the touchdown, but he doesn't even have 50 yards yet. Oh, and 64 lets a man through, and I'm not even talking about, oh, they have option disruptors. Well, they have guys who can fight us now. But I'm not even going to talk about the center there. I'm going to talk more about the guy who saw him come off the center and just let the tackle happen. That being said, only major leads in the 4th quarter will bring in any of the backups, so... Just so you guys know, that's pretty much where we stand on that, as the blitz does kind of work, as they only pick up 1. So we're just going to run it again, although, yeah, we're not pressing, so that's nice. As that's going to be another gain of 1, but that's going to be it for him. As now we're going to back off. Now we're going to back off. Now we're going to play zone, And that's going to be a big-time sack. It looks like they got in for half a sack each. Javier Smalls and Brian Below getting in the backfield. Honestly, that's not a bad one. That's not a bad substitution idea. As we're going to have to see what if we do make substitutions after this... Well, after this game, or not after the game, but after this drive. If it's a massive turnover, we won't. But if it isn't, then we're just going to, you know, slot Wigberg in at the starting spot. I hope he does well. I also don't know who our reserve ends are, so they should be out a lot, though, because a lot of our sets do require them, so that's going to be a nice pickup there by Grumbling Chino, putting him at 50 yards today, finally, and a rush touchdown. Sievic was the one with over 100 rush yards and no touchdown last time. Yeah, I know he's a left end, but the reserve ends get some time, too. I forget if he's a reserve end, though. As that's going to be a nice move by Cherry, but it's picked up by Chino, thankfully, after the fumble. And you know what? I did not like that play by Steve Cherry at all, as it looks like they're going to review it. Don't know what for, as it's still IMU football no matter what. I mean, it actually showed us picking up the ball, so that's the surprising thing to me. Oh no, he was off him for a while as Steve Cherry is unable to bring in another one. That's his second. That's the first pass he's dropped, I believe, on a hit today. However, second time a hit has affected the ball coming to him as Cornelius runs it all the way up. What a play there, putting them at the 2 as they go heavy set here. As Redmond with the grab touchdown there. And with that touchdown, that kind of gives us the confidence to put in someone else. Redmond's first catch of the day is obviously only a 2-yarder, but it is for a touchdown, so could be a big-time touchdown, especially if we're seeing players fumble. So let's go over to the coaching real quick and sub a few guys in. The first one is Maple going in for Cherry. We don't like seeing those fumbles, and obviously that's going to take you out all day long. Let's see. Wigberg, it says, is a left end. It says he's not even rostered for some reason at left end. It also shows Johnny Jones is better than him, but we're going to ignore that for now. Wigberg is the backup, though, to Brian Below. And in terms of reserves, Brian Below, and it's actually Johnny Jones making the appearance. Although I'd rather Wigberg, honestly. I'd rather have Jones be the second guy. So there you go. There's your swaps. Panflo in. All right. All right, Otto. As we get another substitution, looks like defensive tackle Ottavito wants a small break, letting Panflo in. That's what we like seeing at IMU. We like seeing the versatility of our players and the willingness to actually give up some spots. That actually earns a lot of coach trust on this team, especially when guys are so close in overall that, honestly, who knows, it might actually help putting in a quote-unquote lower overall guy. Yeah, we saw the run right away. We started coming in on it. And they're going to just throw it away. And there it is. You can see everybody in there. We're going to change our reserve as well. Defensive tackle. So let's actually get that done real quick. Just for when next time we take guys out. Or next time we can take guys out. And we got Ivio saying he wants Panflo in, so we're going to just do that. And we're going to see how this drive goes on defense before we put in a new quarterback. But I do like the idea. However, that tackle was a big one there. Brian Below getting off his man very quickly to make the tackle. Brian Below has been everywhere so far today. And that looks like it'll be down at the 50. So with that, it's an 18-point game. I have to agree. I would like Cornelius to finish out the third, actually. So Who? Oh, Knox is actually here for once. Hi, Knox. How you doing, bud? But yeah, no, fourth quarter is definitely good for Cruz. As we're going to call timeout so we don't get penalized. Yeah. Yeah, that confused the heck out of me, man. Also, you're actually in chat for once. Everybody, you can say hi to Knox real quick if you want to say hi to him. You can ask him where he's been as well, because he refuses to, you know, just join the, he refuses to say anything. You know? Oh, he finally got a notification. Do you know what always gives notifications, guys? The Discord, which is in the bio, which you can join at any time. Yeah, that's right. A shameless plug from me. It's almost like I'm finally getting paid. No, I'm kidding. No, it is actually really cool, though. Yeah, we do have a bot that does notify everybody the second that we go live, so you won't be missing out on anything there. Unlike that throw from Danny. He will finish out the drive, of course, it being second down and all. You new clip badge, you're happy about it? That's nice. As we are trying to bring up the viewer base, obviously bringing up viewer base brings in more ad money. More ad money means I could spend more money on you guys and my quality of life. My quality of life improves. The streams themselves improve, so... Alpine's first, though. See, now it starts actually counting you guys for some reason. Don't know why. And that's going to be caught, and it's going to be brought down. McAfee. Kind of reserving his body there. I don't know whether it's for science or for what, but gets the first down. Off. Nice hit there, and there was no option to speak of there, so that's just his skill over our guys. Don't like seeing that, as we're just going to have our guy run straight up the middle. I'm hoping that they're going to be off a little bit. They are not. 3rd and 13. Because our O-line, again, did not block. Who knows if they do. Last drive for Cornelius. He's looking to end it, hopefully in a score, as that's going to be 4th and inches. As we're going to pull out the play right now. We haven't pulled it out all game against Buffalo. We've been showing them at least a rivalry respect level in terms of calling plays, but now we're just messing with them. 2-yard pickup by the fullback just to show them that we mean business this week. We got to put Cruz in next drive, all right? I'm not running out the clock yet. Don't you worry. I'm actually trying to score. Although I would like for our offensive line to actually, I don't know why his hands are up, but I would like to see our offensive line actually, you know, give a darn when we run the ball. As that's going to be picked. Oh, geez. Well, that's of course that's a play to be taken off of, I guess. Yikes. I should have thrown it to the out route, I guess, but I got greedy. Cruz will be coming in for Cornelius. That one's on me. I'll blame myself. That being said, guess what we're doing, though? Because we don't respect these guys one bit now. See how they block? See how they block? Please tell me that's holding on the offense. Holding offense, please. That would be perfect. Yeah, Jacksonville State lost against East Stroudsburg. We're going to accept that, actually. It's going to be 1st and 8, although they do end up gaining yards somehow. I don't get it. Let's go corner blitz. Just so we can get, like, another guy coming in. Wigberg is out there, so don't you worry about that, about him, Wigberg fans. As that's going to be a huge fumble, and that's going to be picked up. That was Wigberg on his first major player of the game. We put him in. He gets the strip sack, and he gets the pick. And he gets the fumble recovery in the end zone for the touchdown. Begzog Wigberg showing off his skill. As they put it in 35-10. they're really proving themselves now against Buffalo. This game a year ago is now flipped on its head. And I would like to actually thank the players who let their guys go. You might be a great coach. Yeah, except for the fact that I was, planning on substitutions and I was going to ask you guys. So, you could be a coach in the future, though. Otto, don't worry, though. Hopefully we're winning. Yes, we are. Don't worry. We're Iron Mountain. Remember the whole IMU thing? We go IMU. Yeah, like we root for IMU, Iron Mountain University. Come on, Knox. I didn't know I had to teach you how to spell. Sorry. Sometimes I gang up on guys. Yeah, there it is. Chad, he does not know what's happening. Just be proud of him for actually showing up for once, all right? As that's going to be a screw. We were on top of it, though, as that's going to be a big time incompletion. 3rd and 2 now. Let's just be happy that he's here. Just be like, yeah, good job, buddy. Good job. Now, chat, we got him. Yell at him for putting salt on his food. Yell at him. He puts too much salt on his food. Yell at him. I need more voices than myself yelling at him about this salt intake. Oh, 57 moved a bit early, but no call there. It's all right. We got the holding call earlier, which was nice. Didn't really lead to anything. And wide open is number 8, but he gets destroyed by the linebacker. Yeah, but his problem is that he puts like a pound of salt on like every meal. So like liking salt isn't bad. It's just the amount of salt that he puts on there is really bad. That's going to be a 5-yard pickup. It's not fine. 1 pound, yes. And I do not think I am over-exaggerating that either. I honestly don't think I'm over-exaggerating. Like, and they running in for a touchdown as I'm complaining about this. I mean, like, come on, dude. Either way, Buffalo is attempting to come back now. I don't know if they're going onside. They are going onside. We're going to put our hands team out there. He uses regular salt. There's no difference between that and pink salt. Don't you dare even try to start that, all right? Rock salt. All right, fine. Maybe there's no difference still. That being said, 35-17, 5:53 left. We're finally beating Buffalo, which sounds like it shouldn't be an achievement, but after last year, you guys know how much of it is an achievement. As we pick up only 1 on that one. As Sievic with a nice run there. Big first down run, 12 yards. That's our backup running back there. Exactly. We don't like Buffalo. They're our rivals from now on. As off. The offensive line reverting back to what they were in our loss as they allow 3 guys back there to just beat up on Cruz. As that's going to be caught by Lambo. Lambo has actually been having a really good game today. It's both, all right? They're the same thing. Gets you tight. Ew, I don't want to hear about that. All right, let's go. We want to see Cruz do something here today. Or Maple even. Let's see Maple catch a ball as Maple drops it. Thank you, Knox, for appreciating that joke. And that's going to be a gain up to the 2 there. Last week, Cruz was 9 for 9. This week, he's 2 for 3. Yeah, last week he looked like, what's his name? Mason Rudolph, but Not this week. As we put in the I formation, obviously it's going to the fullback here. Except it's not. The extra blocker works as Chino dives in for his second touchdown of the day. 20 carries, 2 touchdowns. And we have actually taken it a little bit from, we've taken the ball from Chang a little bit here in this game. As much as we want to beat Buffalo and be disrespectful, we got to know that they're studying film on us more than any other team in the MAC. So, mainly because they know exactly what type of team we are. So, they know we're going to try to trick them and everything, and we are. So, it's actually working. And that's going to be a completion, 2-yard pickup as he goes right out of bounds. He has had they have had so little progress on those outside passes. It is actually very good. And we come in from the outside. Kashan with the tackle there. 2-yard pickup on that one as well. We're going to run this little play here, you know, make him kind of stress out a little bit. And we're just going to let him throw it away. 4th and 6. Now we just got to defend the line. We're putting zones all across that line. Don't let anyone pass. Oh, and who lets him go by? Number 10. It's Kumaro. Letting up the grab there. It seems like we do have some sort of a delay here as we're already like halfway through the offensive drive as people are calling for a cruise rush touchdown. A cruise missile rush touchdown as Brian Below gets to the backfield for the 14-yard sack. 2.5 sacks today. And I believe that he just did something that I wanted to put as a prediction. So, let's see. We're going to have to see after the game, at least, as a huge hit by Dalton Cheeseman brings the receiver down, but not until it's a first down. Deep. Long first down, too. And he runs right into Alpine Nate coming in. And that's going to be Wigberg with half the sack there. The other half going to Alpine Nate. Who just came in out of nowhere. And that's going to lead to 2nd and 24. And that's going to be a sack right there. That's going to be Johnny Jones with the sack. His first of the game as Buffalo calls their first time out. Third and 28 now. They have to pick up 28 yards on this play at least to get the first. And we get them before the 28. However, a big gain either way of 17. Good thing it wasn't anything less, as that's going to bring up 4th and 11. They will be going for it. They are 26 yards out with 11 yards to go until the first down. So we're going to have to hope. And that's intercepted, Dalton Cheeseman. As he's going to be tackled in the end zone for the touchback. And that's going to do it here at Buffalo. Iron Mountain University secures a much-needed win over Buffalo. And there you go, scoring 14 points in 3 out of 4 quarters. What a game as IMU, I would say, did entirely get their revenge. Congratulations. Congratulations to the Believers. Again, the more we're winning by, the more we can put the subs in. So we got to just hope that we have a winning offense every week, have a winning team. Put in the backups a lot. Oh, and I forgot to look at the stats. I can tell you, the defense played better than anyone I've ever seen ever for this team. The offense, while slow to start, did eventually pick it up. 2 defensive touchdowns, which I don't know whether I would have wanted it to be a safety or not because I like defensive touchdowns. As that rises our championship contender to a B- now, so that's really good. Brian Below getting MAC Defensive Player of the Week. Obviously, he should be getting. He doesn't get National Off Defensive Player of the Week. That honor goes to who? Darnell Granger. 1 sack, 2 picks, and a touchdown. All right, that makes sense. That's fair. But the MAC, 2 sacks, 1 fumble recovery for a touchdown. I mean, he almost had him. I think if he had another fumble recovery, that would easily be Brian Below's award. As, let's see, that one is, which one is that? Which one is that one? You guys got to tell me which one that is. I know it's not plank. You guys are doing plank way too much. That one's sit-ups? All right. Just before we do that, however, I do want to look at records real quick. Because national... No, we don't care about national. We care about Iron Mountain University stats. And I is higher than the letter S, so maybe if I learn the alphabet, we can go through this a bit faster. As, where is it? Brian Below has officially passed. Has officially passed Asher Varner in sacks in a career. What a good job by him, honestly. 39 sacks. Incredible. 98 is retired. However, that being said, while 98 does become retired, number 83 for Asher Varner will be retired, will be unretired instead. As good as Asher Varner was, he did not have the consistency that we're seeing from our guy now. So let me just get to him in the roster, and we can build him up. And he's still got time to build it up farther, which we are going to be supporting number 93's journey in building up his skill. So Vic does have a record, I believe, right? Yeah, Vic has a record in touchdowns. Let's grab this. Let's grab record, TD, and then an S at the end because there's multiple touchdowns. Perfect. And I gotta do my steps, so. Correct, it is. I already have this already. I already have all this written down. So, that being said, now you get to see the fun part that everybody likes seeing. Us going against Toledo, who is 2, 1-0, 3 in the conference, 4-1. See how I did that? All-time 5, 6, 7 with a similar schedule strength, 8, 9, and 10, which is how many points I think we're going to beat Toledo by. So I'll give myself credit for that one. Braun does have a player. I just forget where. Either way, let's just check our recruiting real quick. Oh yeah, that's right. We got everybody. We're not even scouting anybody, which is funny. We're just kind of content with who we got, including Wagner, who is another gem. I'm telling you, this is a very, very dangerous team, especially with the talent that we have, because it's not like we could just hand out reps to every player on the team, you know? Let's see. You're not anywhere there. You're not anywhere there. All right, just making sure. I know you're not anywhere there. Not there. Not there. Not there. There you are. Chairmain. The third left outside linebacker after we already cut 2 guys. Yeah, that's a problem, all right? Because we kind of can't put you in because, 1, the 2 guys ahead of you are freshmen as well. And 2, and the same year as you. And 2, they are a lot better than you. Although I do like how you are a rusher and the guy ahead of you is a rusher compared to the pass coverage, so. Well, I looked at your position on the roster. So, that being said, Toledo is up now. They're better than us in everything, but we've seen us beat better teams. So, you know, maybe we beat these guys. Hold on. On either. What my friends are doing. All right, perfect. When we beat Duke, it was so much easier. Well, yeah, look, we lost to Duke, but we beat Clemson. All right, who, again, was much better than us. So, with that being said, at least. I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. 88, 89. Yeah, I like that speed and acceleration. And he is underrated. I feel like I can use him somewhere else, though. That's my only problem, you know? So I'm going to keep him there for now, but if I see a spot open up for him, I'm going to use it. As Sievik picks up 13 as he gets the ball first. Wow, that was impressive. I know IMU fans have been calling for Sievik to start instead of what's his name? Instead of Chino. However, we decided to keep Chino in his starting spot and keep running Sievik out of the third down back. But let's see what else we got going for us. As that's going to be 3rd and 1 now. You'd like to see him at receiver or running back? We'll see. We'll see what we do. As that's going to be Chino with a first down run. Matt Hazelwood, if only that pass blocking could do anything on the run, because he's the one who loses most of his guys. Don't know why the chat is still loading on that screen, but I guess, you know, it just doesn't like me right now. As they keep with the tight end for some reason. I'm very surprised. Yikes. We're kind of setting up here. We're kind of just hoping that a guy gets open, like every team does, you know. But this time, McAfee does get open. First down pickup there. Leonard McAfee. Last week, 4 grabs for him and 44 yards. He was definitely situational. The stats do not speak towards how we needed him in the spots where we threw it to him. As their quarterback does show to be a lot better than Cornelius. However, Cornelius, we trust you, man. And we went, oh, okay, maybe with the hospital ball we'd rather the other guy, but, you know. We still would rather you, buddy. Oh, God. And that's going to be a nice spin move by McAfee. First down there. McAfee, 2 big grabs today, both for first downs. Cornelius looks like he's starting to get hurt, so we're going to have to run it a little bit. He's starting to get a little bothered by being in the pocket, being constantly pressured. They have an incredible game here. Who was that? Chino with 1,000 career yards rushing after that one, actually. So that's not bad. And that's going to be a 7-yard completion. I believe that was to McAfee as well. Cornelius, 2,400 yards on his career so far. 21 pass touchdowns. I don't know. If we end up getting more comfortable with passing it in a short yardage situation, we might actually have more pass touchdowns for him. Speaking of which... And Cornelius gets the first down, but nothing more. Well, we didn't really do it much last time, and we didn't do it at all near the goal line, so we're going to do it here. Kind of just hoping that the run block helps, but instead, nobody helps out. They just open a hole for them, and they just come right through. Easy stop there. They definitely read the scouting report before today. Showed that we didn't like how little Chang was used, and instead we just fit it into the perfect little pocket there for McAfee as he gets the touchdown. Yeah, no, their defensive line is incredible. Much better than ours. But we are able to shut them down. 15 plays, 79 yards, and of course, a touchdown to go along with it. As Toledo will be receiving the second half, and they receive the ball after the first touchdown of the game. Brian Below, though, has so many more sacks than Adrian Sams. I think it's Sam's first year as well. He hasn't gotten a sack yet. Meanwhile, if you look on the other side, Brian Below has the most sacks in school history in a career. So, incredible job by him. As, yep, that's not a good look. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Kumaro. Nice, smart play there by Kumaro. And it's almost picked off, and it is picked off. Number 13 almost had the pick. Instead, George Kumaro has to come in off the tip drill and get it. Wow. What is that? Yeah, no, we are not putting him at right end, I'm going to be honest here. Honestly, the prediction for this game would have been Brian Below breaking the school record, but I got nothing now. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I got it. Toledo sucks. Yes. Oops. Yes. No, we're gonna call this play though. Real quick before we even put that out there. I fat fingered the wrong button. And they just knock it down, thank goodness. Perfect. There you go. So he's just going to switch from right to left. Dude's still in the 60s, alright? So let's, and that's after modifying his overall. After the boosts we give as well. Oof. As McAfee is having quite the day today as he picks up another one. Cornelius has been finding him as well, so I don't know. So you got 5 minutes to answer the poll, guys. Does Toledo suck? By the way, that poll literally is just, are we going to beat Toledo? I just didn't want to put in, are we going to beat Toledo? Because that would be very unoriginal and very unaspiring for us. So instead I put in, I made it a little funnier as Steve Cherry gets that one, his 3rd catch of the game. And so far their receivers haven't really gotten anything. Some pretty bad options here. For him at least. Quarterback hasn't seen him and he's thrown a pick. Steve Cherry, though, RPO touchdown. We are back. If we could just put those RPO touchdowns in more often, we'd be a happy team. As the extra point is good through the middle of the uprights. They get 14-0. And that's going to bring up 1st and 10, actually, with a 2-possession deficit now. And the running back is taken down after a 2-yard gain. That's his first completion of the day, and it only goes for 2 yards. As they get a little dumpy reception there. As I really think that should count as a run because, come on, let's be honest. As Iron Mountain University has showed up and showed out for this game, really. However, the defensive line doesn't seem to want to stop the run. As that's a huge pickup. Number 80 kind of falls backwards onto one of our players, almost injuring him, so that's always fun to see, as Toledo looks like they're going to be a hurry-up team, which sucks because that means that they are actually really bad at the game and don't know how to play football. Huge interception by Iron Mountain earlier, though, giving them the chance here. As we did have the 3 guys there, just no one decided to go in on that, knowing there's a RPO. An RPO we run a lot. And that's going to be a major first down there. 1st and goal. From the 2, actually, so that sucks. It looks like a lot of people are saying that Toledo sucks. They have a similar record to us, so. And wide open. Dalton Cheeseman, Alpine Nate. I don't know who the hell is supposed to be on that zone. But you know it's one of it. We know it's one of you guys, and it's going to be whoever this is right here. Is that's Alpine. Should not have backed up all the way. I don't know where he was going. Dalton Cheeseman had to sprint over to try to cover for him, and because it wasn't his position, he didn't have the speed to get there, and touchdown was scored. 7-14 now. Yikes. Kickoff underway, Iron Mountain University. Gets the grab and returns it up to the 29. Not bad, as the team still can't block for shit on the run. That's going to be a fumble. We turn the ball over right back to Toledo. I mean, like, what am I supposed to do at this point with this team? As they shrug off a tackle. Because God forbid our guys can actually do anything on defense. I'm going to actually murder my defense right now. So we are not putting in any backups this game. The starters are going to be out there the entire game. Because they can't seem to do shit. So they might as well be punished for it by staying out there. This first half is obviously showing me so far that they don't want to play. And unfortunately, we will be putting in, not unfortunately for him, but unfortunately for whoever starts there, Johnny Jones, I guess, as well as, what's his name? Levine. You can kind of already guess who's going in, as that should have been an ACL tear right there, but Wigberg might be going in because I'm just getting so frustrated. And he played pretty well yesterday, so I kind of hope that that translates to today. As Ellis gets a huge hit on the running back. Not fooled at all. 2-yard pickup there for him. As they do end up throwing it, he sheds the tackle, but does get tackled in the end. 3rd and 7 now. And that's going to be a big-time sack. We needed that one. Matthias Franco and whoever 91 is got to the backfield. We're hoping that we block this kick. If not, if we don't get close, we're just running away. Yep. I mean, he started off super slow. Not even close to being able to take it out. As that's going to bring it up 10-14. Lambeau calls for the fair catch. Second quarter, 9 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock. We need a play to work right on offense right now. Any play to work right on offense would be a win, as Steve Cherry actually picks up a big amount of yards on the screen. We do not see those screens working all that often, so to see him when they work actually does help out. As Cherry gets this one, but no blocking from number 86. Yikes. I don't know what this offense needs to wake up, but it's obviously stronger than coffee. As we don't switch hands, picking up 6 yards instead of at least attempting a stiff arm and maybe getting an extra one or two. Defensive records, I believe right now the only defensive record is held by an IMU player, at least, is held by, I forget his name. We just have it below. So yeah, I think that's the only defensive record. As Sievic picks up 6 on that one, he's actually pretty consistent with it at least, so I like to see that. No matter how bad he is at putting the ball in the right hand and all that. As McAfee gets the first down, he's been solid as well. I have to say, he's been really good for us. And that's right over the defender's head. Chino with the grab. 7-yard pickup. Breaking Vic's record, right now nobody. If it is anybody, it's the fullback, but we can't get him to, we couldn't get him in the end zone the first time, so I don't know about it. 3rd and 2 now, we gotta pass it, we gotta show something here, but man, just can't seem to get a break, on offense at least. Defense seems to be doing just enough so that our offense should be able to do something, as that's gonna be a nice pickup there. Sievic with another good run. He has not been disappointing at all. As McAfee gets a huge pickup there. McAfee has been the lead guy today in terms of receiving yards. However, he was just a few inches short. Let's see what we could do here. Chino down at the 1. I mean, I held the dive button, so, I mean, I guess that's Chino's way of saying, hey, don't run it with me. We're talking about records. And, you know, being impressive. I know you don't. As that's going to be a touchdown for Chang. I believe that's his 9th touchdown on the year. Giving IMU back the lead by 11 this time, not by 14. Instead of by 7. So, good job defense. We need to see you keep up production, huh? As that's going to be a nice stop there. Stop him at the 18. You guys give me stuff to talk about. Let's see. What's Lambeau's receptions? I think he's a junior. I don't think he's close to Atkins, I'm going to be honest. McAfee might creep up there, but I don't think he'll get it. Just because he's inconsistent. Lambeau is just Lambeau's the guy who's good when McAfee isn't good. So we kind of have like that 50-50 going on. So that was nice. As Johnny Jones is playing zone right now, and he just outran everybody. There is a flag on the field though, so let's see what that's about. It will be on the offense. That's going to take him backwards. 2nd and 12. Yikes. As Alpine does push him just enough to get him out of bounds. 3rd and 4 now. Good job by Alpine. I'll praise him. I'll praise him on a good play, you know, on a good smart play. As it didn't switch me to the right guy. Alpine, I don't know why you were so off your man there. There you get yelled at. But it didn't switch me to the guy I wanted to be because Ellis was on his man. Or I think it was Ellis. It might have been Lincoln. Who was on his man, right? Oh, no, that was Cheeseman. Weird. Either way, Ellis on his man. Ellis was not on his man. But if he put his hands up, that would have been an interception. Or just, you know, a block. Javier Smalls in the back. In at middle linebacker because this team doesn't know what a break is. Like, holy crap. Tulsa loses 7-9 to Navy. That is such a weird scoreline. As UCLA gives us a more normal one. And we're back with the kind of weird. As we go once again to the hurry up. No. Don't drop it after we hit you, right? Like, that would only make the game fair. Ugh. 3-2. I didn't see 3-2, so I'm gonna believe you, though, that it was there. As that's gonna be a tackle after a yard. Yeah, you get 2 from a safety. Or from 2 one-point safeties, so it's another thing you gotta consider. Yeah, people forget about the one-point safety. As that's going to be a big-time sack there. B.J. Levine and Brian Below both getting there. Brings up 4th and 12 now. They're looking to run out some clock. Hoping that we don't score before halftime as they're trying to make this an 8-point game. And that's off the upright. No good. 11 points. The game will stand at an 11-point lead for Iron Mountain University. Oh, a high school team you're watching, 3-2. Okay, so no one there is going to the NFL. Everyone is shit. As that's going to be a first down there. McAfee, that's his 9th catch of the day, and he's at 100 yards, too. He has been playing out of his mind today. He's been open. He has not let anything or anyone slow him down for that fact, as Sievic showing off his skills as well. That means that Cornelius' 52 yards went to all of his other receivers. So a good majority of his yards are going to McAfee right now, which is incredible to think about. As that's going to be another first down, another grab by Sievic. Second one on this drive. And that one's caught. Vildor with the first down gain. And, dude, I am saying a bunch of names I do not even know, as that's going to bring up halftime. 11-point game here. Obviously, I should have been calling timeouts. I was not paying attention. Leonard McAfee, 9 targets, 9 catches, 11 yards, and a touch, or 100 yards, my bad, and a touchdown. I mean, that is a game right there. You know? That is a game to have for McAfee. If we keep looking at him, we could potentially see a National Player of the Week go to him, which would be incredible to see. But that touchdown was a perfect pass. You see, kicking field goals, that's why I say no one's going. Because if it's 3-2, I'm thinking, okay, defenses are good, which means people are punting or turning the ball over. No, they're not. They're just getting close and then just not kicking the field goal. So again, once again, no one there is going to college for football, at least. That being said, that was a touchback, so 1st and 10 from the 25. Start us off here. As we're just going to dive down and hit the quarterback while he slides no matter what. Because we know they're running hurry up. We just don't care. Huge hit there. Ball came out, but they're going to call it a 1st down and no fumble either way. I guess they counted him on the ground or something. As we take him down, 5-yard pickup. We kind of knew it was going to him. We kind of just did like a little single coverage here. We're like, we ran over here, but now we're going to run over here and the coverage on this guy, you know, like. And it's caught somehow, even though we were right there. That's how the game screws you over, I guess. Javier Smalls got smalled. As we just go for the headshot as Brian Below brings him down himself. Yikes. And Alpine Nate gets beat deep once again. The amount of times I've said that in this series alone makes me happy that he is graduating. But the amount of times that he is incredible. Why did they hurry up that? They hurry up the 2-point attempt. As they can't get it off, as that will leave it at a 5-point game. I guess they're trying to make it a 3-point game. And they will be forced to kick it off now with 10 minutes remaining in the 3rd. So we got time to burn and time to score. Why not? As Minion tries to get some extra yardage, but is knocked down at the 28. Look, I know he's short, but he's getting burned. That's his problem. Like, if he's getting beat by, like, jump balls, that I understand. But he's getting burned off rip. Because he's on a deep zone, pressing the guy for some reason. And then he's losing the press because he doesn't have good press. As we pick up 4 on that one. As they are guarding McAfee a bit more now. And we're kind of seeing that as well. As our offensive line, god fucking damn it, can only block the pass but can't block the pass at the same fucking time. We're gonna punt. As that's a big time hit there. Down at the 21. Kashawn has been nearly invisible today. And hey, if he was Alpine, that would be a good thing, but unfortunately, he is not Alpine. He actually has stats that he has to kind of support, so unfortunately, this game has not been good to him. I was going to say, a pass down the field is a pass like that with your center all the way down the field is a lot. Kind of upset that we're playing zone and no one looked at the offensive line. Oh, fuck you. Oh, yeah, no, he doesn't hold on to those. Nah, he doesn't fumble those, right? Because it's the CPU. Man, that sucks. Oh, well. We're going to blitz here, hoping that that does something, because apparently we can't play zone today for some freaking reason. As they only pick up 1, Brian Below getting to the outside and getting the tackle. No, it's not. I'm just pissed. Well, as pissed as I can be playing a video game and getting paid for it, you know? As we almost get around the edge there. Oh, yeah, no. Don't ever tackle or anything. That's fun. They're going hurry up again. I don't know what's more annoying. My professor this year who took 10 minutes to get off one slide. Or this game. Or any hurry-up team, actually. Because the answer is the hurry-up teams. What? Alright, screw you. Apparently we're not jumping anymore. As he is out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. I would like to see our players actually, you know, make an attempt for the ball. As they jumped first, number 72 jumped, but instead they're going to call it on us. Because, god damn it, they will never call a penalty on the computer if they ever find a fucking reason to call it on me. Johnny Jones, you're done. You're done, Johnny. I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry at all. But you're just done, dude. I'm not taking crap today. Johnny Jones, where are you, Wigberg? Get in there for Johnny Jones there, as well as that reserve. Don't let him see the field. All right, like just don't let him see the field. All right, Wigberg, show me that you won't jump off, or you won't give up unnecessary yards. It's a 5-point game. We really need to hold down here. Are you kidding me? Frick off. His break tackle better be in the 90s. I'm telling you, that's the only way I'm gonna accept that. Bullshit, you know? As we get, no, we don't get the tackle, because once again, their break tackle is about 99. Like, it's every run. I'm not even gonna bother anymore. And once again, why are we fucking jumping? There's no reason to jump. The only thing that you should be jumping is a roof, alright? So stop it. I'm sorry. That's Brian below. I am very sorry. But we shouldn't be jumping off sides when we're not even blitzing. We're not even blitzing and we're jumping off. It's when we blitz, we don't jump off sides. Is that what the game's telling me, is to blitz every time now? And we get blocked by our own fucking player, because god damn it, why would we ever do anything productive on this team as they go for 2? Why? Why are we so incompetent that we can't play a simple defense? The defense is literally prepared to be better than the hurry-up offenses. We just suck. Our offense can't do shit either, so don't even get me started on them. Return to the 23. Maybe we can actually do something from here. Or, you know, we're just gonna run it to the blue line there and not get anything else, right? Yeah, and blue line and nothing else. 3-yard pickup. That's it. Thank you for the follow. Obviously, I appreciate the follows. A lot more than I appreciate this team. 39, oh, Jesus. I almost said 39-yard pickup, but instead it's a pickup to the 39 for the first down. 1st and 10 now. As we're going to hope, yeah, no, nobody blocked. Dude, does every running back on this team feel like Stewie Griffin at this point? And if you don't know the Family Guy episode, go watch some Family Guy, because honestly, I've seen that all over. As we just spike it. We spike it. Great. And of course I'm still raging because our team is still shit. The moment our team isn't shit is the moment I'm going to stop raging. Update, they're never going to be not shit. Never going to be not shit. Short pass there because I know we're not going to complete a single deep pass today. I mean, like, it's just an impossibility. As we punt it away there. Oh, he should have fumbled that, but all right, sweet. No, just... They have to have 99 break tackle at this point because there's no way that they break every tackle. And we just let up a first down. Hey, guys, have you ever heard of defense? No? I could tell. No. Football teams can come back from this, Knox. Our team can't because we don't know what football is. Currently, we think football is the one with the round ball with the goals. And everybody's talking in Spanish and shouting just goal every 50 minutes. Almost picked off, but Alpine decided to hit the guy instead of picking it. Alpine, why? You had the interception in your hands. They were right there. But you just decided to go for the hit instead. And we should have got that tackle, but instead we just fucking pet his dick. Hey, Kai, how's it going? Ugh. You know, there's gonna be one day where I genuinely get too pissed off at this team. And you're gonna know it's that day because I'm gonna throw the controller at the wall. And you're just gonna see the disconnected. And then you're just gonna see a bunch of stick drift. And it's just gonna be a bunch of, yeah, I had to grab my second controller. And that's what's gonna happen one day. Keyword is one day. It ain't gonna happen today because I'm too lazy. That, and I honestly thought that we could beat Toledo. You know, Toledo. You know, you guys all know exactly where Toledo is, right? No? Me neither. But apparently they do, as they're up by 8 points now, so we kind of have to go for 2, no matter what. So, if you guys could guess the gesture that I gave the Xbox, you'll win nothing. But you guys could probably guess. And that's going to be Sievic with a nice first down pickup. The offense hasn't heard of football today. Will they figure it out within the next 12 minutes? So that's all the time they got. They got 12 minutes to figure out what football is. And so far, the offensive line seems to be the only parts of this team that doesn't know, because McAfee knows everything about football. He does 100 yards on 9 grabs and not a single drop, so I'm happy about that. Steve Cherry, I mean, he seems to be learning as he picks up the first down. We just need our defense to lock down on this. That's about it. And out of all the teams to get ranked, I think our team has the best chance in the MAC unless we lose this game. I think this is the one game that stands in between us and being ranked. So, I don't know. As McAfee with a catch there, picks up the first, brings it to the 40. We're going hurry up now. Screw you. If you're going for hurry up, we're going for hurry up. As that's going to be a huge hit. Takes him out of bounds. 9-yard pickup. Yeah, Knox. Unfortunately, Kai doesn't actually watch the stream. Kai just says hi, leaves, and then, you know, just sits there. Probably doing nothing. I don't know. I know my viewers better than anyone else. Well, not really better than anyone else. I just know my mods better than anyone else, except for Lambo, but, you know. The amount of times that I have, quote-unquote, clocked them is incredible. I'm going to get beat up for saying it like that. Alright, well, I hope you guys know this is going to be the last stream of me without a black eye, because before every stream I will get the shit kicked out of me now. I mentioned I don't really know Lambo that well, only because, you know, I don't know him in real life. And by that I mean everybody else is a friend of mine who has a channel, and I decided, hey, you know, it'd be really cool if you watched my streams. And then they watched, and then I just gave them mod. So, there you go. But apparently, the Toledo doesn't sucks category might just win it if Danny didn't run it in. Huge play by him, and they're telling us to go for it. I don't disagree. I don't see any negative in going for it here. And we're going to try running around, but no, we throw it around. What was the hit? Roughing the passer defense. Roughing the passer. Pass interference, we'll take that too. That moves us up to the 1. That moves us up to the 1, guys. No, it keeps us at the 3. God damn it. We're still going to run it, though. Whoop. Oh, come on! Stop running! Are you brain dead, Danny? Come on. We weren't diving from 3 yards out. We wouldn't have been able to. So that's going to be returned up to the 24. We needed that to tie it, but instead Danny decided to run out of bounds and cost us potentially the game. Who knows? But I think it's actually on the penalty for not actually moving us up, as that's actually going to put us in a good spot there with a sack. 4-yard loss. Brian Below is being advertised there, so maybe he was a part of it a little bit. Oh, no. I overran him. And that's going to be a 9-yard pickup. We got to be careful because we know that they can pick up a lot of yards out of nowhere with any play. So we just got to make sure that we're paying attention to everything that they're doing. And they're running it. They're going to run it with their quarterback, those pussies. And then they're going to go hurry up? No, they're not. Thank God. Dude, I hate Toledo right now. I hate any hurry-up team, really. Because every hurry-up team has the high stamina, high-speed QBs that everyone seems to fucking hate for the same reason. And once again, we just let him inside field goal range without any fight. Because, you know, we're the Cleveland Browns. I mean, Iron Mountain University. Totally not the same. Totally not the same after that one. Holy shit, ran away from the defender on that one. Didn't we, Kumaro? Touchdown for Toledo. Easy one there. Hell, I think I could have walked in and it would have been harder. Yikes. 27-36, a 9-point game because we could barely stand anything in this game. And instead, we're going to fail at blocking because why not? It's an IMU game. We might as well. We're going to call the worst plays, so we're firing our offensive coordinator after this year. I can't think of anything else. As we get a short completion there, but it's not good because we need yards. Nickerton with the grab there. And that one's going to be a surefire catch by McAfee. McAfee with his 11th grab of the day. I figure if I'm going to throw it to anybody, I'm going to try stat pad while I'm at it, you know? And that's going to be a pick because they guys can fucking jump. That's game. That's game. We fucking lost it because we can't play defense. Good job, guys. That's just how this team works. Only way. Hey, I'm running the fucking guy on the route. That shouldn't be allowed. Damn. And Hermino runs around him. The game is over. Game's over. Oh well. 9-point game. It's probably going to go up to a 16-point game here. We're not going to be able to score. They're going to run out the clock. Yeah, just make me run past the guy. Why don't you, huh? How about you, while you're at it, why don't you shoot me in the head? Huh? Come on, man. Seriously. How many people is it actually? Did most of you genuinely say that you thought we were going to lose today? That hurts. Ouch, that hurts. As that's a touchdown. Well, there goes any semblance. And they're going for 2. I'm not calling a damn play. I'm not calling a play. I don't care. Yeah, let the time run out. Why are you going for 2? Look at the score! This is okay, this is actually genuine. That one is actually genuine because I'm actually pissed off at that. That's an actual genuine crash out there because yeah, well, look at fucking Clemson, all right? McAfee, the one bright spot on this team. I didn't even realize I threw it to him there. Dude, like, that's probably the first official, like, real crash out. Not, like, over-exaggerate like I'm used to doing. Like, that's genuinely getting to me now. Because of the bullshit that is this game of the going for two, so... Yeah, I'm going to turn off you guys' ability to actually make clips if you clip that. And if you don't delete it right now, I will be removing your ability to make clips. No, because I'm actually, real talk, I'm not proud of that. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Alright, I'm not proud of it. I've been working on it. Please don't clip that, alright? If I'm being genuine. Do not, alright? Because it's something that I have been working on, and I found, like, the fake raging actually does help a bit. Because it kind of gets it out in a funny way. Yeah, well, right now I'm ruining those because I'm talking, alright? Nice spin move there. But no, it's actually something I'm working on, and, you know, I'm actually pretty proud of how far I've come, so the fake raging actually helps. It actually brings a little humor to it, and you know what? Yeah, you could say I'm weak for it. Whatever. Screw it, you know? Yeah, alright, that's fair. Just not the genuine crash out, alright? As long as we got that understanding, it is something I'm working on. We're cool there, alright? Let me try to get you a clip. Ugh, at the one. Alright, well, someone's gonna have a good game today, and it might as well be someone who doesn't do shit. Thank you. No genuines. Thank you. That's all I ask, is we score a touchdown. With Chang. I believe that actually puts him at 10 on the year. Or actually, the last one probably put him at 10 on the year. That one probably put him at 11. I don't know. We might actually get most rush touchdowns in a season now. 10-point game. We are still kicking it off because we know this game's over. We know this game's over. We're just done. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, at least we're going into the locker room knowing that we got to work on everything. At least we got our revenge against Buffalo, though. See, why couldn't he run like that the whole time? Like, I would have no problem if they just ran, got hit like every other player, and popped right back up. Like, don't be a little baby. Again, Lambo or whoever, whichever mod actually knows how to do shout-outs, shouting out certain players. Oh, well, you actually helped me for good reason there. Good job. Yeah, we're not actually going to do anything here. Second 9. I mean, we might call a timeout here just to, you know, try to get the ball back a little, but with a little bit of time left, but I don't expect to really get anything out of it. Yeah, especially after a TFL like that. We're going to call timeout. Could we have won? Probably. Would it have taken a shit ton of luck? Yeah, definitely. Look, we don't have the ad guy back. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that wasn't a fake. And the game's over. Yeah, just run the clock out. Yeah, they're just gonna let the clock go to 0. So, oh, it really is. That's funny. I probably should put that on these streams, but not on all my streams. I don't know. I'm working on one though, so I'm at least having fun with it. With that being said, a humiliating loss to Toledo this week for Iron Mountain University. They got spanked around like a 3-year-old's bottom after taking the last cookie. Yikes. The final score definitely does not show it. Again, if we just replace 1 or 2 guys in the lineup. Just need to make chat rules. My rules are literally, they look like a lot, but at the end of the day, they're now messaging in Discord asking if they're still in chat. If not, I'm actually very happy about that. I'm gonna be honest. If they are, then oh well, you know. I'm not proud of it for everybody who is here. I am not proud of it for numerous reasons, but probably the biggest one is because that's my past, and I came to college and I have a future. All right, I don't look at my past, so I prefer to keep it that way, and streaming actually helps me keep looking at it. So honestly, I'm very happy that you guys enjoy my content, you know, with the fake rages and even with the real ones, you know. But yeah, no, the anger is a big problem. So that's why that's why I started the streaming actually, to actually get better, and it has gotten better too. I've noticed myself getting a lot less upset about things. Like when I play on my own, I don't really get that pissed off. Like the raging that I do in the streams is cut to like a 0 when I actually play the game on my own. But when I jump on stream, I know I gotta let that out, so. Alright, while Napkins sets up his tags, actually, we're gonna start heading out because it is 10 minutes late and I want food. And by that I mean late night, guys. Hold on, let me go on the Discord and say late night. Late night, late night, late night. Oh, yeah. So you are still here, Kai, huh? That hurts. You could just answer in the Discord. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a rule on that. Look, if you're here right now, all right, if you know me in person, all right, let me give you guys a simple rule, all right? We're not going to talk about that. If you know me in person, we are not going to talk about the actual raging, all right? I am still working on it. No, it is not violent anymore. It used to be physical, but it's not anymore. It's actually mainly off of self-hatred, but that's for another stream. Don't worry about it. That's actually a really good one. I wouldn't put the third time streaming, or like don't put how many times you're streaming. Put like, yeah, just put like new streamer. Don't put in English either, because it automatically puts English in there for you sometimes. So I would keep English out. Keep rage, keep crash out. Keep rookie until you're 1 year in. And keep new streamer. So you could also put small streamer. Oh, and record holder. You could put record holder on there. And if anyone has any questions, put me as a suggested channel so they could see. With that being said, some of the records. I know you guys wanted to see that. National records. Iron Mountain has none. I mean, like, come on. Do you really think we're going to beat Case freaking Keenum? Or Daniel Pumphrey? God damn, that's his actual name, isn't it? Oh no, I feel so bad. Oh no. Well, that's a funny thing. How about on the Mac? Do we have any Mac that we do? Renault Katz having the receiving yards is awesome. And Brian below with sacks. Ooh, that's interesting. That means Katz is the best yardage receiver that the Mac has ever seen. And Brian below is the best defensive end that the Mac has ever seen. That is impressive, actually. So that's actually really good to know. Um, Iron Mountain, though, Renault, obviously, 280 receptions, 94 passing touchdowns, which right now I think Danny Cornelius is on track to beat. So that's actually very impressive. Vic has 41 rush touchdowns, so I'm going to take a look at that. And then Ferraro with the 34 receiving touchdowns, but 41 rush touchdowns. I want to see who's actually close to that. If anyone's close, that is. Before, obviously, we end, but... Whoops. Nobody but Chang is at 10 touchdowns on the season. He actually might be on pace to beat it. Because he doesn't have the yards, but we use him in short yardage situations all the time, so... I don't know, if we can't start blocking, I mean, it's gonna suck. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching and being here. It means a lot to me when you guys are here. It says the stream number title. All right. But thank you guys so much for being here and watching. It does mean a lot to me, as always, that you guys come in and watch. I do see Nox playing Roblox right now. So, hi, Nox. You're playing Roblox. Haha, funny. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, you are. I mean, you're close for a rookie. You're on pace. I think you're in like 80. He's not actually streaming. Oh, that reminds me. That's my bad, guys. That's my bad. I genuinely forgot about that. So, you're welcome. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here. It means a lot to me when you guys are here. And remember to be excellent to each other. Let me just unmute this so I can hear myself. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching and being here. Remember, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. And also be positive to other small streamers, not just me. Have a good one.